evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard. Once you have located your seat, we ask that you please step out of the aisle so the passengers behind you can park.
Singapore 2020. So right now, first day in Singapore. It will be a short trip, but the nostalgia right now is hitting me hard. As of right now, I believe this is my 7th visit, and this is where for me a very big life chapter in some way started. And today I want to take you around the city. Right now I am headed to one of the most amazing places, not only in Singapore, but probably in the world. And also tell you the story of this being one of my first destinations in Asia, being one of the first, being the country. I believe I hit 10,000 subscribers here in 2018, and it has been a country in which I've made, let's say, a lot of, leaps into a new chapter in my life. So right now it feels really cool to be here. I'm on my way to meet up a buddy, on my way to the Marina Bay area. So let's get there. So as of right now, on my way to the Marina Bay area, and first of all, today I want to tell you kind of like a little throwback into 3 years of how my whole big travel journey started, of how I transitioned into now, let's say, living perpetually in different countries, and Singapore played a big part in it. So if you're actually interested in, like, let's say, how to travel it, I probably made one of the most videos about it here on this platform. I have the top 10 videos about top 10 places to see in Singapore. I will link it below. And yeah, it is the concrete jungle of Singapore. There's no other way to put it. And that's for now. I'm in the city just for 2 days, one full day. Gonna be meeting some friends right now, a buddy actually from Bali, later a good local friend at this point, and then going back to Bali. So I'm just passing through for a few days. And this was actually also the thing that got me back in the day for the first time to Singapore. That was the first really big trip. It was a huge step, really. I worked up for it a year or two. My then girlfriend, we got together, and it was a trip of a lifetime. And Singapore, for some reason, it was a little bit, let's say, it was kind of like a different world. It was something, I still travel that way. Like, I don't inform myself too much. I don't watch too many videos before I get to a place, because I actually want to get there and be surprised. And you know, it was the first time ever in Asia, so I was like, what am I gonna see? What am I gonna, experience? And then when I got here, one of the first things was the Marina Bay Sands that I've seen. It was one of the first areas that I checked out, and I was blown away by, to this date, there's no area, for me personally, I will tell you in a second. So today is actually quite the cloudy day, calm in Singapore weather, but what I've never experienced yet here before in on my 7th visit, it is actually not exhaustingly hot. Like, it's warm, it's really warm and cozy, but like there's almost a breeze in the air, man. I love it. Singapore, come on, bring it on. Alrighty guys, so here we are in front of, I'm not gonna lie, my favorite building in the whole world. And it's not typical travel vlogging jargon, just you love every place so much. Like this building, I mean, it has an emotional connection. Why, I will tell you in a second, next to just being very objectively super impressive. Actually stayed there once, I think on my 3rd or 4th visit. And there's so much construction right now going on here. Wow. Doing? Hey. How was Singapore?
That's pretty good, man.
Shit. What?
I already was here this morning.
This morning?
Yeah.
But oh, like early?
Yeah.
Oh, that was the early morning photo?
Yeah.
Nice. Alrighty, we got Steven here, my buddy from Bali. So how do you feel? This morning was also cloudy, I guess? Or?
It's cloudy, man, all day.
But it was like lit up here, right?
Yeah, it's shining.
How's the impression, man, Singapore?
So far so good, man. Didn't see that much, but it's good.
They got like construction sites everywhere right now, man. That's why I'm a little late. Always excuses. Like, things will change, but I will always be a bit late, man. All right.
New, man.
So the plan is for the most part to check out the gardens by the bay. Getting a little hotter. Singapore. You know, the first time I've been here was like really I haven't seen much yet, and the Marina Bay Sands really blew me away, and to this date it kind of like has a special meaning. I've been here all the time, coming back again and again, mainly just for the reason it is a hub. It is a hub that you just travel through, and for me with like the big development of the past 2-3 years, every time just like I came here with like a little bit of an idea, with a little bit of a fire in the belly. There was like a new chapter of my life, and Singapore always in a way wrapped it up for me. And also with the videos that I've been doing, at some point things started to gain a little bit more attraction, and people from Singapore actually started to reach out to me. So I've met quite a few really cool people, some people who gave me opportunity. One of them was like to stay at the Marina Bay Sands, and some more people reached out. I've been working with some hotels here, some people from like, let's say, the local showbiz, a singer, really cool people that kind of like, Singapore is a very small place. Like just before I left to Bali, I've been talking to someone and I told her like, you can walk from one side to another, and that's why this city kind of like forever will definitely have a special meaning. And right now exactly the same thing is happening. Just like 3-4 months, I fully committed to live the nomadic lifestyle. I fully committed to every day work a little bit on my projects, and now being back again in Singapore, that is connected to so many memories, to so many chapters and changes in my life. It just once again wraps it up a little bit. Even though I do have to say today it is really a little bit of a ghost town. Like the town is completely wept clean, like it's so cloudy. It is a weekday, so there's not much going on. But right now we are at the gardens by the bay, so it's getting a little bit busier. Let's check it out. Alrighty, right now my next and last stop for today is gonna be the Sentosa Island here right now in a really cool harbor, an area that I have never been before. Gonna have some dinner over there and then see you tomorrow morning. Okay, morning in Singapore, one of the most peaceful and regulated places, even a little bit more peaceful. So right now it's like almost 6 a.m, still very dark. The idea is to enjoy the sunrise at the MBS. It looks like the weather is much better today. It was super crazy cloudy yesterday, as you know, and right now I actually see the stars, so it might be a good one. The sun's finally up, it is all the way bright. Amazing morning here in, where is it? Singapore. And yeah, for now, let's head back to the city, let's head back to the hotel. It's time to get the blood flow going, to get a little pumping. You know what I'm talking about. Just doing right now a little stopover, enjoying the skyline, enjoying the sunrise. The best time of the day, and such a beautiful morning here in Singapore. Feeling alive, feeling good, ready to take on the world, ready to take on another month in Bali, a very intentional month, a month of early mornings, a lot of sports, a lot of reading, a good bit of exploring. I'm working on a very big project right now, working on the Got a World to See podcast. I'm not sure if I'm gonna call it the Got a World to See podcast, because it's not gonna be about traveling at all, pretty much. So it might get a little confusing. If you have a better idea or what you feel about, could the Got a World to See podcast still be something where, I mean, Got a World to See stands for, not for like, yo, I got a world to see, I got to travel. It stands for, there is more out there. There are more ideas, ways of living, and there is freedom. Freedom that you can attain, personal as well as material. And personal, I mean, in terms of the mindset. So yeah, working on it, working on it. guys, starting out the morning with a quick cardio session just to wake you up, to get the blood flow going. Really have been doing it in the past few weeks, which I haven't done before. Just an extra little session just to get the blood flow going. Not even for the exercise, but for the mental state. Let's go. As much protein as I can, fruits, veggies, just the stuff that is a little bit hard to find when you're eating out, which is usually loaded with fats. Guys, amazing 24 hours in Singapore, popping out of the hotel. It's time to head to the airport, and there's actually something that I might want to see, might want to check out. Let's see if we will get the time. Quick stop over at the famous Singapore Jewel. Literally risking to miss my flight right now, but just a quick shot, 1 or 2 seconds. The reality is, it is quite the tourist madness, but definitely very cool. So if you want to catch a flight.
The large carry-on items need to go in the overhead compartment. Here are smaller ones.